Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Jason, and today we're going to be talking about SoFi stock. We had a great run up after earnings. Even though the stock sold off initially, there's been a great recovery. But there's been some interesting news. Cathie Wood, over the past 2 days, has sold around 600,000 shares. So I want to go over all the shares she actually sold. How much of her position did she actually sell, right? And should we be concerned, or is she just trimming this position up because of the recent run up? Right. After earnings, we shot down to the nines, and we've recovered over the last couple of trading days, and we're trading around 12 bucks right now. So I'm really excited to talk to you guys about SoFi stock. Let's get into it. All right, SoFi investors, I want to give you full transparency of where I'm at with my SoFi shares. In this little baby Robinhood account, my average cost is around $7.52. I have about 250 shares in this account. We're up about 60%. So we're doing really, really well. As you can see, here's the big sell-off. It ran up in anticipation of earnings. Bang, earnings come out Tuesday morning, and the stock shoots down to around 10 bucks. I think it actually touched in the nines, right? And then we've recovered great since then, right? We've seen the recovery. And then now we're trading around $12 per share, which is great, right? And then this is my big dog account. I own 3,920 shares of SoFi stock in this account, about $46,000 worth. We're up about $11, around 30% in this position. I also have some shares in an IRA, so I'm coming in around 5,000 total shares of SoFi stock, right? Now, let's talk about Cathie Wood, right? So the last 2 days, 11.5 and 11.6, we can see yesterday she sold about 447,000 shares of SoFi stock, and then on the 5th, she also sold 210,000. She also sold Palantir, which has had a huge recent run up, about 200,000 shares, not that big of a position. And then if we go over to a website like Simply Wall Street, we could see ARK Invest owns around 12.5 million shares of SoFi stock. So she's trimmed the position by about 650,000 shares of SoFi over the past 2 days. So not even 10% of her overall stake. Is coming in around 6%, which is not a huge sell, right? So am I concerned about her selling? No, I'm not. I expect some profit taking to be happening for the rest of the year, really. I wouldn't be surprised if we traded in that $10 to $12 range until January. I wouldn't be surprised at all. We've had a great run up, but I am very excited that the stock price seems to have stabilized, right? We got to keep our eye on the short interest. Obviously, it was around 18% before. I think it's coming down a little bit now, so I'm excited about that as well. I'm not really too concerned about Cathie Wood trimming her position at all. I think this is normal. And she's in like a weighted portfolio, right? So whenever a position gets too heavily weighted in some of her, like the RK or the ARK-F fund, she's going to trim those positions and rotate it in stocks where she thinks there could be more value. Like Palantir has went from 7 into the 50s, and SoFi has went from the 6s into the 12s. So Palantir has like 5-6x. SoFi has doubled up, right? Very recently, when the stock was down in that $6 range, if we check out year to date, July. It looks like July 8th was the bottom, $6.35. So we're about a double up from there. So what am I doing with my SoFi shares, So what I'm planning on doing is selling puts in that $10, $9, $8 range over the next 3, 6, 9, 12 months. And then if there's a big, sell-off in the market, because it's been running really hot. So if SoFi and Palantir sold off 10% in the next few weeks, I wouldn't really be surprised by that. So I have some cash on the sidelines. I want to get up to eventually 10,000 shares of SoFi. That's my ultimate goal for my SoFi shares. I'm coming in around 5,000 shares now, so I'm about halfway there. We'll have to see if we can get some more buy-in opportunities. So I'm selling the puts And then I'm taking that premium and buying shares, nibbling off 20 shares here, 15 shares there, and just accumulating and continuing to accumulate. Because I don't want a Palantir situation. I had a lot of Palantir shares, right? But at $7, $8, I probably should have bought a shit ton more, right? So I don't want that to happen with SoFi stock. So I'm going to continue to buy as the stock runs up because I believe in Anthony Noto. I believe in the fundamentals of this company, and I'm happy with how the earnings went and where we're going forward. Cathie Wood selling these shares does not concern me at all whatsoever. If you have any questions about SoFi stock, let me know in the comments below. And if you like these kind of updates, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.